Muli Shani Banse, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tembi Fletcher if it's your first time here, and today I would like us to take a look at hairstyles and makeup looks for the very powerful, dramatic. So you are definitely the essence that commands attention everywhere you go. You don't necessarily work with simplicity, even though that is possible. But my suggestion is that you stick with bolder looks, because anything that is bold or dramatic just makes you shine. And that's exactly what I'm going to be recommending in my makeup looks. Let's get started with those. My window is open, so if you hear outdoor noise like birds or the rain, that's the reason why. And even my kids in the background, so I'm apologizing in advance. But speaking of dramatics, when it comes to makeup, I believe that your eyes are probably your most important asset, and that's because they give off that really foxy, siren sometimes type of look. You tend to have almond eyes, almond shaped eyes, and so that sharpness in your eyes just makes them pop really, really well. And so wearing bold eye makeup is my first recommendation for you. It doesn't matter what color it may be, just go with your seasonal coloring. Make sure that those eyes pop. So you can definitely do a smoky eye even during the day, but for the day I would say just tone it back a little bit. And more so work with more nudes during the day when it comes to your eyeshadow makeup. And then you can go with bolder looks at night. So if you want to play around with color, that is going to work really well for you. And of course, you can definitely add lashes to your eye makeup looks. I think just having that really beautiful bold eye makeup look with the accentuated lashes really just makes you look so beautiful and so powerful. And I love that look on dramatics. I think just accentuating your eye with the geometric type of eyeshadow looks really amazing. And then of course, because quite a few dramatics also have ethereal essence, you can definitely pull off more shimmery looks. But for you to really bring out that drama, I think using more geometric styles. So basically adding geometric edges to your eye makeup, or just giving it that really one tone type of bold look or finish is going to look really amazing. I'm also thinking that you can accentuate your cheekbones as well. The only thing about accentuating your cheekbones as a dramatic is that it's just going to make your edges even sharper. So I would recommend that instead of using something like blush, like I'm doing myself to accentuate mine, even though mine are pretty high and prominent, for you, maybe going with something like a highlighter or bronzer is going to look a lot more harmonious with your essence. Because we don't want you, well, it all depends on what you're trying to do. If you're really trying to give off that really sharp, stark type of feel or look, then you can definitely add blush to your cheekbones. But if you want it to be subtle and you just want your essence to naturally shine through, then I would recommend that you use highlighter or bronzer instead to really bring out those beautiful high cheekbones. And then for your lips, I would recommend that you stick to more nude tones because of your bold eye makeup. Having too many bold colors on your face is going to distract from that powerful essence that we're trying to bring across. We don't want you to look costumey or to look like a caricature, but we want you to look a lot more harmonious, but still really look bold and beautiful. And so having a nude lip is definitely going to balance the boldness in your eye makeup. But if you have, let's say, some romantic essence, you can play around with a little bit more color. I've noticed that a lot of dramatics who have romantic essence will definitely play with more of the red tones. They don't have to be excessive in terms of how much you wear, but you can definitely bring out a little bit more of those beautiful, lush, supple lips that you have, and you're going to look really, really fantastic. So at the end of the day, really just keeping that really bold eye makeup look is going to do you wonders, and you're definitely going to shine in that. And now moving on to hair, your approach to hair should definitely be the same as your makeup. You want really dramatic, bold type of looks, and some of the hairstyles that come to mind are really sharp cuts. So for instance, one of the cuts that comes to mind right now, if you have straight hair, bone straight hair is going to look amazing on you, and you need to make sure that your ends are cut like really edged up. We're looking for straight, really sharp cuts, and I think those look so beautiful on dramatics. And there's another hairstyle that comes to mind. It's more of a, I don't know if it's a 60s or 70s haircut, but Cher used to wear this haircut really well. I've also seen Zendaya with it, and I think it just works perfectly for dramatics. Of course, there's a bit of roundness to it because of the way that it's cut, but as far as you can tell, all the edges, the ends are really nice and sharp and crisp. It just looks really polished and really clean, and I think that would look amazing on you. And then of course you can add different elements to it. You can add layers to it if you like. I think that would look really amazing on you as well. And then you can also go for really sharp bob cuts. I think those look amazing on dramatics as well. And another one that comes to mind, I would say the aesthetic that comes to mind for you, not only for hair but for makeup as well, is the Cleopatra type of look. So she has that bob type of hair, and then she has the really straight cut bangs in front, and I think that is so beautiful. And of course, if you'd like to go a little bit further and embellish your hair with all those beautiful accessories, feel free to do so. You're going to look absolutely amazing in that. You can also do that type of hairstyle in braids, and you're going to look really beautiful. So your braided looks for me need to be really clean and really polished at the same time, but they need to have a bit of an edge. So clean like the classic, but edgy like the gamine. You can definitely pull off more edgier looks, and so I'm thinking if you braided it to the back, that will give it that clean effect. But then you can add some patterns in the hair, just really go bold with your patterns and get really creative with the style of the hair, and that is going to look really beautiful. And now if you have natural hair, I'm thinking that afros would look amazing on you as a dramatic. They also need to be clean cut, so we're not going to have free flowing afros like the natural can pull off. Yours need to kind of be edged out. So like, you know how topiaries, is it topiaries or topiaries, how they look? They're really edged up and really perfect looking. That's kind of the afro that we're looking at for you. Shorter hairstyles, clean cuts, just look really beautiful on you. And then you can also do what we call, I don't know if it's called the table cut, but back home we used to call it the table cut. So it's kind of like edged on top and it looks like a table, it's really flat. But as a dramatic, I think that you would look amazing in a hairstyle like that. You can definitely pull something like that off. What else am I thinking for hairstyles for you? So anything that has an edgier feel to it, it just needs to be quite geometric, and it needs to be sleek as well. So you can pull your hair back, you can sleek it back and put it in a bun, or you can put it in a ponytail like the classic, and you're going to look absolutely amazing. I'm also thinking that you could work with a few waves, so maybe just have like a few subtle waves in your hair, not too much curvature, because I think that the curvier your hair, the drier your bones look, and the drier you're going to look as a dramatic. Curvier hairstyles don't look that good on you if your dominant essence is dramatic essence and you have that really sharp bone structure. It's better for you to work with something that's a little bit sharper and straighter and angular. That really brings out the beauty of your bone structure. So with curves, unless you have romantic essence, I would say maybe just add in a few waves here and there, and maybe you can go for a bob that has a bit more of a rounded curve to it, but it doesn't need to be curly in that aspect. I haven't seen too many dramatics with curly hair, but I'm pretty sure that there are women out there who have curly hair. But for the most part, I think they choose to wear straighter styles because of their essence. It's not often that I see dramatics really pulling off those beautiful romantic curly hairstyles. But I could be wrong. I'm not saying that they're not out there. I just haven't seen any online. Well, or maybe I haven't looked for any online. And to finish this video off, I would say that you could definitely work with sister locks as well. Hairstyles like that would look amazing on you. Of course, you can definitely add some interest by being a little bit more creative with those hairstyles. Maybe add some ponytails in there, you know, just make it look a little bit more eccentric to bring out your essence. And that, what else am I thinking? I'm also thinking that if you did, let's say, a buzz cut, you can do some braids or locks on the side. So basically have long hair on one side and shaved hair on the other. So like I'm wearing my hairstyle right now, it's actually tied back, but basically it's like sleeked back or shaved down on one side, and then it's longer on the other side, but basically just keep all the strands straight. You don't need to add any curls, and you're going to look amazing in hairstyles like that. So you can even add patterns in terms of, if you go to the barber, you can ask your barber to add some eccentric pattern or creative patterns in your hair, and you're going to look absolutely amazing. And yeah, that is everything that I had to share with you in today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. This was actually the last video for hairstyles and makeup looks. The playlist is going to be linked down below for all my essence videos, and we're going to go ahead and move on to the accessories for the essences, and then after that we can maybe look at some wedding dresses and swimsuits, you know, beachwear, swimsuits type of videos to get ready for the summer. So I'm excited. I hope you all going to subscribe, and also please like this video if you enjoyed it or found it helpful. And I hope to see you all lovely ladies in the next one. Bye. Bye-bye.